Hello, I'm Ray Luna. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. And before I start, I would just like to say I passed 100 subscribers, so I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed recently, has commented on my videos, has liked them. I really appreciate it, and it's just very cool to see the channel growing, so thank you. And for today's video, we are doing a pick a card to see what message or messages your higher self has for you. So for the piles, for group number 1, we have Citrine. For group number 2, we have black Tourmaline. And for group number 3, we have Mookaite. So take your time and pause the video if you need more time to decide which pile and stone is calling out to you. And then head to the description to click on the correlating timestamp for your reading. Hello, group number 1. So you chose Citrine, and your oracle cards are obstacles and challenges, material and spiritual prosperity, accelerated motion, wisdom, and then your tarot cards are the Hierophant, 9 of Cups, the 3 of Wands, and Queen of Swords. So with your first cards, obstacles and challenges, and material and spiritual prosperity, I feel that your higher self is telling you to stay strong and try to keep your head up in face of obstacles and challenges, because the obstacles and challenges you're facing now are eventually going to lead you to a place or a situation where you're going to be able to experience more material wealth and also more spiritual fulfillment, feeling more complete, feeling more whole, and feeling in general just more secure. So they're telling you not to give up. And the way I feel about it, it's like your higher self is kind of laughing at you in a way, because they might see you struggling, but it's like it's because you don't know the better things that are to come to you. They think it's funny because, you know, you might be upset or you might have difficulty with certain situations in your life, but it's like you don't know what this can bring you later on. So they're laughing at you because, well, they're experiencing that now, and they're telling you to hold on so you can experience more fulfillment, more prosperity, these better things. And with accelerated motion and wisdom, accelerated motion signifies things picking up and moving quicker for you. So your higher self is telling you to prepare, because this could be a potential challenge for you with things picking up. So if you ever have stagnation, it could be a welcomed change. But at the same time, sometimes when things pick up very quickly after something has been slow, it can be hard to handle that. So I feel like something's going to be moving fast for you, or you're going to be more busy. And your higher self is just telling you to look out for that. And with wisdom, I feel you have accumulated a lot of knowledge, and you have learned a lot of lessons in life. And this is something that your higher self is proud of you for. Your higher self wants you to take time and reflect on what you can do with the wisdom you have accumulated. So this can mean, you know, whatever situations that appear on your mind that you're thinking about, it could be related to that. It also can be asking you to kind of try and research and calculate what you want to do next, and trying to trust your intuition with that, like not looking for an outside source on what you should do next. They want you to look at your experiences, what you have learned, and try to formulate your life plan based on that. That's what your higher self wants to tell you. You're going to get your success by listening to yourself and trying to follow your own heart, your own mind, your own intuition. They want you to do that, but you're able to do this because you have overcome a lot of obstacles and you have learned a lot of life lessons. So you should appreciate yourself a little bit more and try to use your own wisdom to formulate what you want to do next and what you want to plan next. Like, try to trust yourself more is what your higher self is saying. And one more thing I want to mention about accelerated motion is if you look at the card, there is a shooting star. So the woman in the card is looking at the shooting star. I also can see this as your higher self telling you to have more hope and try to see what is bringing you hope in your life, because I think things can be getting better for you because you have the 9 of Cups for a tarot card. And the 9 of Cups is feeling self-satisfied, fulfilled, wishes granted, or just things going smoothly for you, feeling in charge in a way, and just feeling happy with the way things are going. So when you have this card and then accelerated motion with the star imagery, I feel like they're telling you there is hope for things to go more your way. There is hope for you to feel more fulfilled. And I think you are going to be feeling more fulfilled, but maybe at the time you receive this message, you have moments of doubt or lack of clarity. So they're telling you, push through these moments because things will and can get better for you. There's always ups and downs, and this is just part of that journey. And with the Hierophant, once again, that message is coming through to rely on your own wisdom, your own guidance. It could even be telling you that, like, the reason why you achieved this further success is because of your own wisdom. That's coming through again with this card. I also can see this as there may be something you should focus on. Maybe research, writing, something like that could be calling you, or you should focus on a little bit more. For whatever reason, I feel like your higher self's telling you that is going to help you in the future, even if that doesn't make sense. I feel like researching, writing something, learning more is going to help you in the future. And with the 3 of Wands and the Queen of Swords, I feel your higher self is telling you you're going to gain more clarity and you're going to feel more confident in your plans because of this research or writing, this studying you're going to do, or this reflection of your past wisdom. All this is going to help you in the future and give you more confidence so you can be more successful, so you can handle things in a way that's level-headed with the Queen of Swords. Unlike the Queen of Cups, I feel like the Queen of Swords is someone who's a little bit more calculated. She's a little bit more calm and analytical. So I feel like you're not going to be too involved in your emotions. You're going to be more involved in a logical side, a more calculated side, gathering information, and that is going to help you. Whatever you're called to gather information about, I feel like you should do that because that's going to help you later on. So I'm going to put down your next set of cards for you to see what else your higher self wants to tell you. Okay, and with these cards, you have the Tomb, the Anchor, and then you have options. Consider the career possibilities that are open to you. Environmentalist. You're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. So with the first 2 cards, the Tomb and the Anchor, I feel like your higher self is telling you to try to let go of and end things that are holding you down, that are anchoring you in a place mentally or physically, in a place you don't want to be. They're asking you to try to let that go, try to find ways to overcome that. Maybe that's what you have to search. You have to write things down or research about, like, how you can let things go in your life and not let them hold you back anymore. I also can see this, though, too, as a message that with the Tomb, you eventually are going to let go of this restriction and turn it into liberation. You're eventually going to overcome these obstacles and challenges. It's just going to take work. Like I said, I keep feeling you're going to research something. You're going to study something. You're using some type of knowledge to help you. And with the options card, I feel like this could be like you looking at your options on how you can make things better. You looking at the situation and how to approach it in the best way possible. And for some of you, if this is actually directly related to career, I feel like you could be looking at career options and working with the environment with the environmentalist card, or working with animals, like working at like shelters or something that's like helping people in the environment. That could be something that you're looking at researching or going further into. So that is a message from your higher self to continue doing that. But if this isn't a career that you're considering or going into or whatever like that, I think the environmentalist card can come to you to tell you that you should try to spend more time in nature. You should try to spend more time with animals or helping people in some type of way, because it's like if you're going through these challenges and obstacles, sometimes helping other people, if you can, of course, and you're not drained yourself, it can sometimes kind of make you feel encouraged to see other people having their situation improve. And it's like if you see other people having their situation improve, you feel like, okay, maybe my situation can improve too. But I feel like your situation is going to improve based on the work you're doing, or you're considering or looking over different options for yourself or different things you can do. And you should continue with this, but keep in mind, let go of past baggage, let go of things that are holding you down, because if you do, more stability is going to come for you with the anchor, more grounding energy, and with the tomb, liberation from restriction. So just make sure you're doing that work. Okay, and these are your last two cards, so I apologize if you hear my neighbor mowing, but I want to finish your guys' reading so I don't lose the energy I picked up. So with these cards, you have Parrot Spirit, watch your words, and Skunk Spirit, know your worth. So with these two cards, your higher self is telling you that you have to be careful with what you say, because this could give you more obstacles and challenges. Of course, if you are feeling called to speak up or someone's overstepping your boundaries, you should feel comfortable to speak up in that case. It's just telling you in your communications with people, you might say something that could hurt you. So just be careful. Like, you don't say too much when talking to people. Like, you can talk, just be careful. You're not giving away everything, because maybe there's someone or something that might not work as favorably if you say too much. And with watch your words, I also can see this as watch your words with yourself. Like, be aware the words you're speaking to yourself, like your mind and what you're telling yourself. Like, are you speaking negatively to yourself? Are you saying you can't do it? Are you saying, you're not attractive? Are you saying you're not skilled enough? It's telling you to reverse that language. Anytime you are saying those words to yourself that are negative, pause and say, okay, and reverse it. Say the opposite. If you think you're not skilled, say, I am skilled enough. Try to train your mind to think something more positive about yourself if you're struggling with doubt and you're saying these negative words to yourself. And with Skunk Spirit, know your worth, it's telling you too, you should really value yourself more. Your higher self is saying you should understand that you are someone who has a lot of knowledge. You can guide people, you can guide yourself, and trust that you have the abilities to do the things you want. You have to not doubt yourself and believe in yourself. Like, obviously that's easier said than done, but they really want you to look at yourself and write down traits or write down skills, write down things about yourself that you value and that are unique and special to you. And that can kind of help you boost your confidence a bit, to know that you have these good and valuable traits about yourself. Everyone has some. So that was your message from your higher self. I hope you liked this reading. Please let me know in the comments what you thought about it. And if you did like it, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye. Okay, pile number 2. So you picked black tourmaline, and with your oracle cards, you have positive movement forward, shadow, the waiting game, passion ignited, and then for your tarot cards, you have page of pentacles, 10 of cups, 5 of cups, and the moon. So the first message that is calling out to me with positive movement forward, shadow, and the page of pentacles is that I feel like your higher self is pointing out that you're going to have more positive movement forward and you're going to come out of the shadow. So as you see with the shadow card, there's some darkness, and with positive movement forward, there is a sunset. So it's like you're moving from the shadow, out of that shadow, into the sunset, into a better, lighter time. And with the page of pentacles, I feel that you guys are reinventing yourself in some type of way. You're leveling up in some type of way. Based on the shadow card, I feel like you're having a perspective shift or change, and you've had previously done work and looked over situations in your life and reflected on them, and this is kind of sparking this reinvention of yourself, this new way you're going to present yourself, the new way you're going to act, like your personality, your look, everything. Like you're just kind of reinventing yourself, being kind of like the new, improved, better version of yourself. That's what you are becoming. But it's because of this previous work you have done with the shadow card appearing. You've done your shadow work, working through like mental issues, physical situations, mental situations. You have done that work with all of that, and that's why you're having positive movement forward. Your higher self can see the work you have done to catapult yourself further. And with the waiting game and passion ignited, I feel like for some of you, you could have been bored, and maybe you're kind of sick of waiting for something to come along to make you feel passionate. So maybe that's another reason why you're reinventing yourself, is that you kind of want more things to happen that you can feel fulfilled about, that can spark you, and you don't want to wait anymore. You just want to kind of go get it and not have to wait on things to change or be stagnant or stuck. You want it to move. So with this page of pentacles energy, I feel like you're going to be taking on this new personality or new self to make it so your life has more passionate, has more fun things that you can interact with, engage with, and just have a more fulfilling life. And with the 10 of cups, 5 of cups, and the moon, I feel like this is a really interesting combination, because the 10 of cups signifies like happiness, fulfillment, good relationships, but the 5 of cups can be feeling sad or not recognizing the good things that are happening to you, but focusing on the negative. And then the moon can talk about anxieties and fears. So I feel that it is possible with the 10 of cups, your higher self is telling you that there is a lot more abundance and fulfillment for you. It could be with the 5 of cups. You could be even in situations where you're supported or you're feeling happy. There could be a little bit of fears and anxiety coming through, and your higher self sees that, and they want to try to let you know that it's true, the 10 of cups energy, like there is happiness, there is positive social things for you. But I feel it's like with the 5 of cups and the moon, your mind kind of gets the best of you, or maybe even if there's like a positive situation or relationship, it's like you always think it might end up bad. Like maybe you have like trust issues there, or you're worried about something bad happening, or you could be like, I could even see this as like possibly regretting something and needing to move forward with this new sense of self, so you can fully get more abundance. You can get the 10 of Cups. I see that as well. It's, like I said, it's a very interesting combination because there's a lot of contradictory energy here. So for some of you, it is a regret. But then for some of you, I feel like even if you have these good situations around you, it just could be you thinking negatively about it because of your past experiences where it didn't go good, or like your own fears and worries are kind of clouding your mind and not letting you see things as they actually are. Like you have that fear in there. So your higher self is encouraging you to let that go, whether it's the regret or your own anxieties and worries. Are encouraging you to focus on what you have and what can usher in that 10 of Cups moment for you, or 10 of Cups moments for you, so that you can feel more fulfilled and happy. So I'm going to put down my next set of cards for you guys. Okay, and with these cards, we have the Hourglass, the Letter, and then we have Flowers. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. And Author, you have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. So with the first two cards, I'm really excited to see the Hourglass, because with the Waiting Game card, there's also an hourglass on there. So this is interesting because it's like with the Waiting Game, the hourglass shows you're waiting on something, or you had to wait. And like I said, I feel like you don't want to wait anymore for your life to get exciting or better, more fun. You don't want to have to wait to do what you want anymore. So you're starting to take more action. And on the Hourglass card, it says call to action. So yeah, I feel like some of you guys are being told by your higher self too, like encouraged by your higher self. Anytime intuitively you want to take action or you feel called to do something, don't wait anymore. Go get it. Take that action. You're having that feeling for a reason. And if you, maybe before too, I said for some of you guys, there could have been a regret with the 5 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. So maybe for some of you, you regret previously waiting on things that you felt you should have taken action on and you didn't. But now you guys know with the work you have done and lessons you have learned that now when the chance is here, or if there's not a chance, you're going to make your chance and you're going to go take that action and get it. So I feel like that's another message. And with the Letter, I feel that you are going to receive some positive news. I feel like you could either also receive an invitation. I can't say that word for some reason right now. Or like a text message, maybe inviting you someplace to be social. And this card can mean the need for communication, the need to be social. So if you guys are feeling a little bit of a hermit mode, I would encourage you, and your higher self also would encourage you to take that invitation and to accept that offer and go out, because it's going to help you, or I think you could potentially meet people who will make you feel more connected. And with the other two cards, I feel like flowers also can relate to not waiting anymore. When I see this card, I think of like stopping to smell the roses. I feel like you guys might have done that enough already and you're getting sick of waiting once again. So it's encouraging you take action. Try to get movement where you can. And again, with that invitation, you want to accept this and try to get yourself in communication with other people, because sometimes when you're interacting with other people, It can just spark movement with their conversation. If they get along with you, it can build a relationship, which can open up another opportunity for you. And your higher self is also telling you with author that you can kind of change your own story. You don't have to think life is predetermined for you. Even if you've had negative situations or you have regrets about things you did or you didn't do in this case, I feel they are telling you you now can change this by the new type of person you're going to become, and this new energy or passion you have to move forward. And by taking action, you can make your story something much better. And I think some of you guys probably are thinking about this already. So this is just like a confirmation message from your higher self that this is what you're meant to do at this time. And don't feel discouraged. If you feel called to go forward with something, go forward with it. Even if it fails, you can just try again. It's better than doing nothing because you're at least doing something. And when you do something, eventually something has to work. It's like doing it over and over again. A numbers game. Eventually something has to work. So I'm going to put down your last set of cards for you guys. Okay, and with these cards, you have Cow Spirit, The Miracles Are Endless, and Spider Spirit, Make Your Dreams Real. So so some of you guys you are sick of waiting, and you're kind of weaving your own web and making your own luck. Like, you are doing things to increase your luck. So your dreams more likely can come true. So your goals that you're working on can come to fruition. Like, you're kind of sick of waiting on things to turn around. So I feel like you guys are making it turn around. Like, you're trying to use your own energy, your own work, to make things happen for yourselves. And your higher self with Cow Spirit is telling you that there is a lot of abundance for you. With this card, Cow Spirit, it kind of feels like Taurus energy, earth sign energy, like abundance, material wealth, feeling fulfilled, or just like rich, like luxurious. So I feel like they're encouraging you, like maybe these are kind of ideals that you want. So they're encouraging you to keep envisioning that, keep working towards that. It is possible for you to have good things and receive good things, especially I feel like you guys, you aren't just sitting around. And if you keep trying, eventually something has to get you to a better place. The last message I have with Spider Spirit is that, spiders can weave their own web. They can make their own way. I feel like your higher self is telling you guys that you also have this talent. You have the ability to make things work like other people don't. Even if you don't know this, your higher self is telling you this. Like, don't doubt your own ingenuity and your own genius. Like, you have this ability to make a path for yourself out of thin air, like with spiders, with silk. You can build your own web, your own way. So that was your message from your higher self. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. If you did like the reading, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you in another reading. Bye. Hello, group number 3. So you chose Mookaite. And with your oracle cards, you have Foundation and Achievements, Memories of Love, Disruption, Trapped in Fear. And then for your tarot cards, you have Ace of Cups, the Tower, Queen of Cups, and the Empress. So what I feel like your higher self is trying to tell you is, I feel that there was a way people seen you in the past based on your achievements, your day-to-day life, your habits, your hobbies. Like, people saw you in a type of way about like how you previously used to live. And now I feel like it's like this doesn't resonate with you anymore. This isn't actually how you are anymore. And your higher self is saying like people have a misconception about you. They think you are the way you were in the past still. And I feel that with disruption and trapped in fear, it's like you want to break this misconception. You might feel kind of stuck about what you can do because the way people are perceiving you through this old lens, the way you used to be, you're not like that anymore, and you're just feeling stuck and kind of trapped because the way people are thinking about you, it's not you anymore. And I feel that you are trying to evolve and be who you truly are. And your higher self is saying like not to feel that you have to match this misconception or this previous way people perceived you. Maybe for some of you, it could be like, it could even be as far back as childhood. Maybe someone knew you and they meet you again and you don't match that. And for whatever reason, like they get angry about that, or they're upset about it, or they say something silly towards you mentioning that. Or it can just be like a previous version of yourself. It doesn't have to be as far back as childhood. But I feel that there could be someone or people around you wanting to match that, and they give an indication to you about the way you're acting now. They don't think it's in alignment with who you are, but in reality, it is. You're just not how you used to be. So your higher self is encouraging you to continue that disruption and breaking that misconception. Don't have shame or fear about presenting yourself the way you want to, about living life how you want, regardless. Even if you used to be a certain way, you don't have to continue that forever. You're meant to grow and expand into a new version of yourself. And with Ace of Cups, the Queen of Cups and the Empress, so it's like, this is like a emotional energy. So as you're transforming into that new true version of yourself, breaking this misconception, breaking old ideas about yourself, you're going to have a lot more emotional fulfillment. Like you're going to be a lot happier. Like you will be less depressed feeling, like less anxious feeling. You're going to feel more confident in yourself, more happy to express yourself. I feel like you're going to be like a lot like funnier when you interact with people, because you have this positive energy that will grow in you as you're doing this, because you're aligning with your actual self, like who you're meant to be. And it's very freeing, and it kind of feels like a weight is taken off your shoulders because you're breaking this. And it's definitely breaking away because you have disruption and then the Tower. They're both the same card. So it's like, this is a large breakaway. So I want to let you know, your higher self is saying that it will be a little bit to handle. So make sure you're protecting your emotions as well. As you are going to break this misconception, these old ideas about you, you're going to have to be strong to do that. But as this old belief about you or beliefs about you is going away, it might be scary, but you have to trust that it's going to work out. You have to trust you're going to be more like the Empress and not the Tower at the end of the situation. It's going to be a situation that allows you to feel more independent and emotionally fulfilled. It's something you should do. And just make sure you're not letting other people shame you into like repressing what you want to do or truly expressing yourself. So I'm going to put down my next set of cards for you guys. Okay, and with your cards here, you have the Dagger, the Candle, books. You connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. Animals. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as the animals are part of your life's work. So with the first two cards, with the Dagger, I feel that you are gaining personal power. You're becoming more powerful. You are someone not to be messed with, your higher self is saying. And this version of yourself that's breaking old ideas about you, old misconceptions, old ways of being. You're kind of making your own ideas about yourself. And the dagger is like cutting away at what people think about you and making it your own. And with the candle, it's like there is a candle in the darkness, a light at the end of the tunnel. There is a way for you. So this candle can be a loss of way, but sometimes it can be like a warm home, openness. And for you guys, I feel like it's like you're finding your way again after this loss of way. And it's like after you go through this process, you're going to feel that warmness, that comfort, because, you know, you're coming into alignment with who you really are, and you're letting go of all this other stuff that has to break away and be let go of. And with books and animals, these cards are funny because I feel like there's always a card that appears about books or animals. Like everyone in the audience seems to resonate with these cards. But with books, I feel that you guys could be called by your higher self to start reading more. So for some of you guys, you probably do read, and that's why this card is coming up, because that's where you find like your solace, your peace of mind, where you can disconnect from everything that's happening, and you're encouraged to continue doing that. But for those of you who get this card and you don't read, you are being strongly encouraged by your higher self to read, because I feel like you're going to be introduced to like a book or a topic or subject in a book that is going to guide you onto a better path that could lead you to a new life purpose or add on to a life purpose you already have. And I also think it's like when this card appears, it could be a message of like not being on social media as much and using like books instead, so you have less screen time. With animals, I feel like, you know, animals, a lot of people feel comforted around them. People have their stress relieved by animals. So for some of you guys, it could be telling you that if you are studying animals, like a veterinarian, or you're working with animals, you should continue doing this, as this is your life purpose. And it is something that's going to be strongly fulfilling for you. And it's something like, even if you didn't get paid a lot of money for doing it, you're always going to want to do it. And it's because you're so fulfilled by it, as really a passion for you. Where that doesn't resonate, I also can just see animals as a message from your higher self that you should spend more time with animals. Or if you don't have an animal and you're alone a lot, it might be a good idea to adopt one so you can be comforted, and you can comfort the animal and save the animal as well, and kind of have that connection between two souls. Okay, so I'm going to put down my last set of cards for you guys. Okay, and with these cards, you have Turtle Spirit, Slow and Steady Wins the Race, and Peacock Spirit, Let It Shine. So these are really nice cards. Your higher self is telling you that you don't have to do all of this overnight. You can take time with this. And as you're breaking people's misconceptions or these old ideas people want to attach to you, even though you don't resonate with them, that can be hard work. So if it takes longer or a bit of time, don't be hard on yourself, because as you see with the turtle has a shell. This is a process where you're going to have to protect yourself and be strong. And sometimes you're going to have to retreat into your shell, right? To protect yourself as you're trying to be like Peacock Spirit and show who you really are. And all that comes with it. So that can be difficult. So just give yourself time to work through this process. Slow doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It just means you have to be a little bit patient, but Sometimes slow can be welcome when, it can be a situation or process that's very difficult for you. So as it is slower, it gives you more time to handle it during the process and not when, you're at the destination. So in a way, this is a good sign. It's a good thing. It's not a bad slow. It's a slow that's going to aid you and help you. And with Peacock Spirit, let it shine. It's like, don't be ashamed of doing what you want to do or showing who you really are. If people want to attach these old ideas on you, they're going to do it anyway. You can't care about that because at the end of the day, it's your life. And at the end of it, it's like you don't want to be at the end of it being sad and upset and regretting that you didn't truly show who you are and do what you want. Like at the end of the day, you're going to be the one living with that. So make sure you are showcasing yourself how you want, like the Peacock Spirit with the grand colors and appearance and personality. Make sure you are doing that. Your higher self wants you to know like you are guided and protected in that process, and it is the right thing to do even if other people make it seem like it's not. So that was your reading. I hope you guys liked it. Please let me know in the comments what you thought about it, and if you did like it, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye.